Good morning everyone, happy Monday. Got my tree, got my Christmas jumper and I'm ready for work this morning. Do I want to go? No. Am I trying to be festive and happy? Yes. I had a really nice weekend, so I'm buoyed up from that. I've got nice plans this weekend as well. I'm going to try and crack on with some wedding stuff this week as well, so hopefully it'll be a good one.
Hi everyone, I know it's a bit dark. I left the house when the sun was rising this morning and I've just come home as the sun is setting, but I wanted to talk to you while I was fresh from reading the email that I just got. But I left work and I checked my emails and my degree results were in there, and I'm so excited to say that I will be graduating in October 2020 as a Master of History with merit. I got a really respectable merit grade, and on the way home I was just having this realisation that Chloe from a year ago really didn't know if this was going to happen, because my mum was dealing with breast cancer and my brother was in hospital and I was starting to get poorly myself, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to finish the degree. And now it's done and I'm going to be graduating and I actually have a master's degree and I'm so proud. So silly, but I'm emotional because I just think back to where I was a year ago and, like I say, I really didn't know if I was going to be able to finish the degree, let alone, pass it and get a decent grade. So much has happened over the last 2 years whilst I was studying for that degree. And it's just been so hard and I'm just so proud that I did it. And I normally hate braggy stuff like this, but I feel like sometimes you need to give yourself the credit that you deserve. And I'm so proud. And now I have to go into an empty house because Will's not home yet. And I have to just sit there and be excited by myself, but I just am so pleased and so proud, and I have a master's degree. Woo!
Hello, all of my clips so far this week have been the same yellow bad quality lighting because at the moment I'm leaving the house as the sun's coming up and I'm coming home a lot of the time as the sun's going down, so the lighting is just poor. But it's Wednesday. I just wanted to pop on and say hi. I have got a cold, so I'm not feeling tip-top, but the show must go on because I can't take a day off work just for having a cold. Need to power through. I've got the world's ugliest Christmas jumper on today because I'm still trying to manifest myself a French bulldog. Plus, I just love this ugly Christmas jumper. And I've worn a Christmas jumper every day this week. And everyone at work takes the mick out of me for loving Christmas. But do you know what? Who cares? But yeah, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week already. I love it when you get to this point and you can say, oh, tomorrow's Thursday already. I just love getting to the weekend. Even though I do enjoy my job, I just love making it to the weekend. But yeah, so I need to head off because the car froze last night. It's typical. The one night I didn't put the de-icer on it and it's frozen. So I need to head out now and defrost it before I'm running late for work. But yeah, happy Wednesday. Hope everyone is well and I hope you have a great day. I didn't film yesterday because I was feeling poorly, but also I wanted to be productive and get some videos filmed, so I filmed some crafty videos instead, which will be going up on Patreon and on this YouTube channel throughout the month. So yeah, I better go defrost my car. I'm freezing. It's after work now. I've just been for lunch with my friend. Now we're having a little walk at the common and it's very cold. But we all need the exercise and Archie can try out his new suit. It hasn't really been cold enough to wear it until now. Oh, he's so cute. What a sweetie.
Winnie is always excited to come out for her walk every day until we get out here, and then she wishes she could just go home. She hates the cold. It's beautiful and sunny, but I should have brought my gloves because it is freezing. Do you like Christmas music? With me. Step into Christmas, let's go together. Oh, bye. Okay, I've got my tea, got my advent chocolate, and I've come into the craft room to take on December Daily 3 and 4. So I did day 1 and 2 yesterday. The process video for day 1 is on my Patreon, if anyone is interested in becoming a patron to see that. I'm planning on doing a couple of videos this December, a couple of extra videos, so even if you just became a patron for 1 month, that would be great. And then I did day 2, and the video for that is actually going up on my YouTube channel tonight, so I will try and remember to leave the link in the description for that one. But I'm about to have a go at day 3 and day 4 now that I've got some photos, so yeah, I'm going to film a separate process video for that. Hello everyone from my freezing house. It's 13 degrees in my house at the moment and I am freezing. My nose is running, my hands are freezing. I'm tempted to put my gloves on, but I just made a cup of tea purely to warm my hands up. The heating is on, it's just really ineffective. It's just really bad. But anyway, it's Thursday and I've been in a bit of a rubbish mood for the last sort of like 24 hours, so that's why I haven't been on here or filming. But I'm also not feeling very well. I still have this cold and I have a tummy ache, so I've got my hot water bottle on my stomach. It's tucked inside my dressing gown, as you can see from this giant lump. I've got my blanket. I am trying to stay warm, but it is so cold. Hello everyone and happy Sunday. No, this is not suddenly a tea time with Chloe, but it is a little segment at the end of this vlog because I just wanted to have an honest chat with you guys. You might have noticed that I've not really been myself in this vlog, and obviously I haven't really filmed very much at all. And I just wanted to have a really open, honest mental health chat with you guys, but I'm going to try and get through this without getting upset, because every time I get upset on camera I end up just deleting the footage or only leaving a tiny bit of it in, and I do feel like this is really important and I want to have this conversation. So I feel like this is something that is quite obvious about me, but my mental health is very up and down. 1 week I will be absolutely fine and the next week I will feel like I simply cannot get out of bed. And I do, because I have to. I work in a school, I'm the only learning support assistant in my class, and I work one-to-one with children who have learning needs. So I need to be at school, and when I was really poorly at the beginning of the year with my Crohn's, that was something I really struggled with. That's already on a tangent, but my point was, some days I feel great and then the next day I can feel really bad. And I think a lot of that is caused by hormones perhaps, because I don't think it's normal to be so up and down all the time. But you know, this week for example started really well. I got my degree results, I was so happy, but the rest of the week I've honestly just felt miserable. Like I can't, you know, conjure up any sort of happy attitude for the camera, therefore I just haven't really filmed. And I think a lot of it this week is because I've spent a lot of time on my own, and that's definitely something that triggers my anxiety and my depression, honestly, because depression is what it is. I think spending a lot of time on my own doesn't help, but obviously my health only allows me to work part-time at the moment. I am increasing my work hours in January, which I'm concerned about, honestly, but I want to give it a go. I want to earn more money and contribute more to the household. But
I do spend a lot of time on I try and see my family and things throughout the week, because otherwise I end up just spending more than probably 60-70% of my time on my own, and it's really depressing, for lack of a better word. I do think spending all that time on my own isn't good for me, and that's part of the reason that I'm increasing my work hours, and I just want to see how I get on, and if I really struggle then obviously I will have to reduce them back down, but I just don't want to keep having to spend these long afternoons by myself. I really do think it's impacting my mental health, especially since I finished my degree, because I don't have anything to focus on now other than the wedding, which obviously is a wonderful thing to have, and I'm, you know, so happy and excited about the wedding, but planning a wedding is also really stressful, and it's also not necessarily something that I can think about every day. We're having a very simple, casual wedding, so even though there's a lot on my to-do list, it's not necessarily things that I can fill my days with. So yeah, I do think a lot of how I've been feeling is because I'm spending time on my own. But I also think that I have a lot of unresolved stuff going on from when I was younger, and lately I've been really sort of made aware of how people treat me, and that I'm not particularly happy with how some people in my life treat me, and I think it's all having an impact on my mental health, really. A lot of the people who I would go to for support are also having their own struggles, so I feel like I don't really have anyone to go to, and lately things have just been really tricky, and this week has been really tricky, and that's why I haven't been filming. And I just wanted to not apologise to you. Everyone always tells me off when I apologise for not filming, so I'm not apologising, I'm just explaining to you sort of like what's been going on. And I just wanted to say a big thank you as well. When people leave kind comments on my videos, it really sort of buoys me up, and I'm glad that there are still people that enjoy these vlogs, even though when I watch them back I just think they're so boring. I don't know why anyone watches them, and I honestly do think like maybe I shouldn't do weekly vlogs anymore, because I just have nothing to put in them. But I'll just see how I get on into the next year or so. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys and just say that I have been really struggling at the moment, and you know, who knows, next week maybe I'll miraculously feel better and have a couple of good weeks. That would be nice, because it's the run up to Christmas. But yeah, I just haven't felt good this week, and it's just not really been very fun. I sort of touched on it a minute ago as well, but I really would like to contribute more to the household and everything, which is another reason why I'm going to increase my work hours. And I think that's another thing that has a huge impact on my mental health, because I feel useless. I feel useless in society. I feel like I'm not fulfilling my potential. Even though I enjoy my job and I recognise the impact that my job has on individual children's lives, because I'm a one-to-one learning support assistant, like that has an impact on those children, a positive impact, and I do recognise that. But I just feel like I don't contribute to society. I don't contribute enough to the house. I keep the house ticking over and I keep the house clean, but Will pays the lion's share of everything, because my health is so poor, and that's something that's difficult for people to understand, I think, because I look fine, but I can categorically tell you that I'm not fine. Like, every day I'm in pain. This is when I start getting upset talking about this particular topic, because this is the real crux of it for me. This is what is really affecting my mental health. I'm in pain all the time, and my body just doesn't work the same way that everyone else's does, because of having Crohn's and all of the complications that Crohn's brings. I feel poorly all the time, and it's so draining and so exhausting, and I keep just getting up and trying to battle on, because I feel like that's what you have to do. And if I succumb to it and give up or get myself signed off work again or something, like that to me is just the beginning of the end, because then I won't be able to get back into it, and I don't want that to happen. I just want to keep going. At the moment I can, but it's so difficult being in so much pain every day and suffering so much and not having people recognise it because I look fine, and that is just the hardest part about having an invisible illness. And everyone, I feel, expects more from me. I should be working more and earning more, and I did so well at school, so why am I just working, you know, part-time as an LSA? And like, people always ask me, like in Will's family as well, there's one particular person that always says to me, you know, when are you going full-time, like when are you getting a proper job? And I'm like, well, one, my job is a proper job, but two, I don't know how many times I've had to explain to this person about Crohn's disease, but they're still just not getting it, and it's really frustrating. And I can only imagine that there are a lot of people in my life, or who know me in general, who think the same thing, that I'm just lazy, and it's really frustrating. And I get frustrated because I want to contribute more. You know, with the wedding, Will would never say to me, oh, we can't have that, or we can't have that, or, you know, I'm not paying for that, sort of thing. Like, we always try and work it into the budget, but he controls the whole of the budget for the wedding at the moment. So I can't just have a day where I plan a load of stuff and book a load of stuff in, because I have to sort of say to him, oh, you know, do we think there's room in the budget for this? And we have to sort it all out. And I can barely pay for anything, and that is so frustrating and so degrading for me. Not that he ever makes me feel that way. I make myself feel that way. Like, I feel useless, and, you know, I've had people call me a sponger, who, you know, I mean, somebody called me a sponger who actually has a close family member who has Crohn's disease as well, and so they should 100% understand what it can be like, but clearly they don't. But I feel so useless, and feeling like that all the time really affects your sense of self-worth and your mental health, because I just feel like I don't contribute anything. I'm not useful, and I don't know, it's just really hard. And so I just wanted to chat to you guys about it, because I'm sure there'll be people who feel the same way. When you have an invisible illness, people just think you're faking. People are like, how can you be so poorly but you look fine? And, you know, they just don't get it at all. And it's twice as hard, because you feel like you have to convince people that you're ill, and it's just not fun, and it's a daily struggle in my life, and it's just really impacting me at the moment, which is such a shame, because it's the run up to Christmas, it's my favourite time of year. I just want to be happy, but I'm just not happy at the moment. I'm just not, and I don't really know how to make it better other than trying to work more and just see how it goes. So like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing as of January. And I just, like, being totally honest with you guys, I just want to get married, and then I just want to have a baby, and we can't, because I need to be in a job where I will be entitled to some sort of maternity pay. So, you know, in the next year, my whole life is going to change, really. I'm probably going to have to change career after we get married, and then try and work for a year or so, then maybe think about having a baby. And it's all just, I don't know, I just feel like everything's very up in the air at the moment, and I can't just do things as easily as some of my friends might be able to, because of having Crohn's and the struggle to work and the struggle to be productive. And I don't know, this has all just gone on a really long tangent now. I don't know how much of this will actually make it into the vlog, but I just wanted to be honest with you guys about how I'm feeling, and, you know, why I haven't really been filming, and yeah. Monday evening, and I'm home from work, and I am really tired. I went to the gym this morning for the first time in about 2 months, so I'm determined to make that a regular feature of my weeks again, going to the gym before work.
I felt really good, but I am so tired. Like, I've been so tired all day, and it's definitely because of getting up and out of the house that little bit earlier, but it's worth it. And then my mum texted me as I was leaving work, and she frightened the life out of me, honestly, because she said something like, oh, can you please come over after work if you can? And that normally means bad news. So I rushed over there thinking something terrible had happened, and actually she just had presents for me. So I will show you what I have. So I'm trying to avoid masses of shadow, but basically my mum's best friend was round and she had bought me this as a Christmas present, and she wanted to give it to me in person, which is why my mum asked me to go around there, but she didn't want to give it away. And it's so cute. It's one of those things that's been going around lately, and she bought me a print and has popped it in a frame for me, and it's so cute. Like, look how Winnie is sitting. Like, the artist has clearly studied how different breeds of dogs sit, and like Archie and Winnie are so perfect. It's adorable. So that's going to go up on my TV unit, I think. But then the other stuff she bought me round was all wedding stuff. So her daughter's sister-in-law basically got married recently, and she had a ton of stuff that she didn't want anymore. And basically she put it all together in a big bundle and has given it to me, which is fantastic. So I'll show you what I've got. There's a little board here that says help us capture the love, and then it's got their hashtag at the bottom. But what I will do, I think, is maybe use some white paint and then put our own hashtag on there, or just something asking people to put pictures up on Instagram. So that's cool, and it fits the like vibe of the wedding. In fact, all of this stuff does. There's a sign that says bar. There's some just married bunting. So I probably won't use all of this, but I thought this might be quite cute to hang up in the honeymoon suite before. There you go. There's some plain white bunting that I could do something with if I wanted to. Some photo booth props, which are really cute, and they like match the colour scheme that I'm wanting for the wedding, like those pastel colours. Happily ever after, 12 selfie photo props. And it says on the back what we've got. So cute. Love that. I don't know if we're actually having a photo booth, but there is the photo booth sign as well. But what I might do is like rent a backdrop and just put these out on a table and have a little sign there, sort of showing people that that's a place to take photos, maybe. There's some Instagram signs that turn into like tent cards, and you can pop them on the tables and have your hashtag in there if you wanted to. A cards bunting to put out if you've got a post box or a basket for people to put cards in. Dance floor sign. Oh, it's stuck. Oh no. And then there is just married banners as well, which I probably won't use. But, I mean, I could put them up in the house for when we get home from the wedding. That might be cute. And then there was also this random little vase. I'm not sure what that was for, but it was in there. So, yeah, that was a really nice bundle of stuff to add to my little wedding pile. Hello, everyone. It is 2:20 on Tuesday, and I'm in my Grinch pyjamas. I am really tired and really cold, so I figured I would put my cozy pyjamas on because I have an afternoon of housework ahead of me. So it's really dark in here, I apologise, but I wanted to show you the parcel. It's from Bark Off Shop. Sorry, can you see that? And I will probably mark this as an ad just because it's been sent to me for free, but I'm under no obligation to post this anywhere at all. The girl who runs this shop has sent Winnie a collar before, and she asked me to take some photos for her to use on her social media of the matching little bracelets that she's doing now so that owners can match with their dogs. And somebody has just parked across the back of my drive and I don't know who they are. What is going on today? I'm very confused. But yeah, so she sent me this little collar to take some pictures of for her, which is cute. Anyway, sorry, I realised that I just called this a collar, but it's not. It's a bracelet to match Winnie's collar. So I need to take a picture of us in our little matching
tweed. Very cute. I also received my next Lollipop Box Club, and again, I'm under no obligation to share this on here, but I will mark it as an ad anyway, just in case. This one is called You Are Amazing, and they have teamed up with House of Wonderland this month, who have made a badge and a postcard, and it says here, as a reminder of how amazing you are. And now that guy is coming down towards my house again. I mean, at least he's not parked on my driveway now, but what does he want? Sorry, I'm all over the place though, people just coming up to my house. We've got our creative zine, You Are Amazing. This is the House of Wonderland postcard, You're a Wonder Woman. I love that, I think that's so cute. It's pink, but the lighting's shocking, so that's why it's not showing up. And we also have it in a badge. So cute. And as usual, I won't go into detail showing the kit because I know that some people like to keep it as a surprise, but you can sort of see the pink and red colour theme, and it's the December kit, but it's about like goal setting for January, you know, that whole idea, like you're a Wonder Woman, you can do it kind of thing. So very cute, can't wait to get stuck into that.
Hey guys, so I'm sitting here in the rain, feeling really annoyed. You may or may not have seen that I just collected my prescription, and basically you for anyone who's never collected a prescription before, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, you just collect the form and then you take the form to a pharmacy. Sometimes they can do it electronically, but I haven't signed up to anywhere electronically yet, mainly because I like to keep in the loop of what's happening with my medications. But I'm not on my injections anymore, I'm on a different tablet that I've been on quite a few times over the years, and it's always a nightmare to get from pharmacies, and every time I have this prescription it's a nightmare unless I'm picking it up direct from the hospital, which I can do like if I've had a hospital appointment that day. But as I was walking out of the doctor's, I saw that they had prescribed me 75 milligrams of this medication, which is what I do take a day. But I was like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't come in 75 milligram quantities. I have to like break tablets in half and stuff. So I thought there might be trouble, and when I got to the pharmacy, there was trouble. They've prescribed me the wrong thing, basically. So now I have to go home. The pharmacy has to call the doctor, get them to change my prescription so that they can give me the medication which they've ordered in for me. And they've only given me 28 days worth of tablets anyway, which really annoys me because that's not even a full month. So like I'm gonna have to pay twice a month, like at the beginning of every month and at the end of every month for like for this month, sorry, to get my tablets, and it just really annoys me. And I mean, the general election will already be over and done with by the time this goes up. But if you're in the UK, I really hope you use your vote tomorrow and vote, because the NHS needs our help, guys. Like, people with chronic illness should not have to be dealing with this mess every month. The NHS needs help and it needs funding. And I just really hope everyone uses their vote tomorrow. Like, even whoever you vote for, I just hope you all vote. Anyway, I'm just really annoyed now. It's put a dampener on my good mood because I now have to go home, hang around, and take Archie to, because I've got to go home. I've got to take Archie to his groomer's appointment. My mum's out, so I can't even go and like hang at hers. I need to wait and see if they call me to tell me whether the medication's in, and then I have to come all the way back into this town because it's like a 25-minute drive to get here to collect medication that should have been here, and it just really annoys me. So that's reason number 6,765 why having a chronic illness is absolutely crap. On the plus side, I do feel productive in a way because I got so much housework done yesterday. I actually saw the bottom of my washing basket for the first time in weeks, and I went to the gym again this morning, so that's twice in 1 week, which is great. So silver linings. I need to go and have some food. Little floofy man is back where he belongs, and his fur is really short. They're having a fight. I asked her to cut his fur quite short this time because he hates being brushed and he was getting really tangly, so she's done him quite short for me. In hindsight, it's maybe a little bit too short, but in a couple of weeks he'll be really floofy again because that's always the way. Please don't judge me if you see his long nails. I haven't really talked about it before. I know it's really hard to listen to what I'm saying when they're doing this, but please don't judge me if you see his really long nails. He had a really bad experience. You can't see him now. He had a really terrible experience at a groomer when he was about 18 months old, and he became terrified of anything to do with the groomers and then the vets as well, because he saw them as the same sort of thing, people trying to do things to him that he didn't want to do. They're chasing each other. So we've now had a further 2 years of trying to get him to let us cut his nails, and it is not going well. We've tried a behaviourist. We had a really fantastic behaviourist come and speak to us, but we are a year into her method of desensitisation now, and we're still not really seeing any progress. And he's so light on his feet that when we go on walks, that's not really wearing his feet down, and we're often like in the woods rather than on the pavement, so it's not really doing much. And the quicks of his nails are so long now that I couldn't even just have him under sedation and just have them chopped off, because that would cause him a lot of pain, and that's not something I'm willing to do, and it's not something a vet is willing to do. So if you see his really long nails, please don't judge me. It's something that I'm working so hard with him every day to try and fix, but it's just not something I really talk about on here because I don't want to be judged. Yeah. Just saying I didn't feel very Christmassy, and then Santa Claus turns up outside. Yippee! Oh, Archie hates him. Off it goes. Bye, Santa. Hi everyone, it's Thursday. It's 2:45. I've just got home because I had a lot of errands to run after work, but I've had a bad day today, guys. The day started bad. The first thing I did when I walked into the new staff room at work was tread in wet cement and then tread it all across the lino and the carpet in the brand new staff room in front of everyone, the entire workforce. Then had to go on my hands and knees in the middle of a meeting trying to scrub it all off, not a single person offering to help me. So that started well. Thankfully the contractor was actually in today. That was why there was wet cement, and he was really kind, and he said there were loads of spare carpet tiles and he would replace it then and there, and he did. So there wasn't any on the carpet. I managed to get it off the lino, but that's a little taster of how my day started, and it just has kind of gone downhill from there. It's also absolutely pouring down with rain, so I got soaked while I was out trying to run all of these errands. I will show you some of the bits I got in a minute. But I'm home now, got myself a Tesco meal deal, trying not to let a bad day ruin my whole week and my mood for the whole rest of the week, because that does happen a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my Tesco meal deal, then I'll show you what I got when I was out. I ate my sandwich. It was just not enough food. I might have to get something else in a minute, but I thought I'd show you some stuff I picked up. Christmas card for my granddad. That's my dad's dad. Unfortunately, my nanny passed away. It'll be... Archie, why are you crying? It'll be 6 years at the beginning of next year. She passed away. 2 envelopes because I forgot to pick up envelopes and I had to go back and get them. One for my nan and granddad, so my mum's parents. One for Will that says fiance,
because we will only be engaged for one Christmas before getting married, so I had to get one with fiance on, and this was the only one they had in Tesco's. £3 as well. Oh my god, I spent so much money on cards, but I do like getting cute cards. But yeah, we don't do soppy cards, so I wanted to get one with fiance, but I didn't want it to be cheesy, and this was the only one they had anyway, and it has mistletoe on. Cute. I also got one from the dog, which I'll probably give to my mum and dad, but I just thought it was cute because it had a dachshund and a little scruffy dog on it that could be a Yorkie. So I thought I would get my mum and dad that from the dog. I got a separate mum and dad one. And I got brother to a special brother and fiance because my brother and his girlfriend recently got engaged. A birthday card for my mum because it's her birthday tomorrow, and then I got another card to a special brother and your girlfriend for my other brother and his girlfriend. So those are all the cards that I picked up while I was out. I still need to get one for Will's mum and dad. I totally blanked and forgot to get one while I was out. But I think I've got all of my like special cards now. Sorry, I know that is super dark, but I picked up my prescription. Good, they had it. And I also picked up 12 small jars and 12 larger jars because these are going to make up the centerpieces for our wedding tables, the tables at the wedding. I have been collecting jars, but we just don't use like jarred food very often, so it's taking me ages, and I've only got like 3, and I think my mum's got like 3 or 4, so I'm going to use these ones as the centerpieces so that they all look like uniform, and then I'll have a few sort of random ones dotted about as well, I think. But those were from Hobbycraft, and I think they were like £6 each. I am trying to pick up more decor bits for the wedding now, because I've realised how close it's getting basically. So I also picked up these Mr. and Mrs. balloons. They are 36 inches each, so they are quite large. But yeah, they are Mr. and Mrs. balloons, and I just think they're really cool, and if we don't use them, then I'll just sell them on afterwards or give them to someone else who's getting married. But I thought they might be cool for taking photos. So I picked those up. They were £9, so quite pricey, but I just saw them and wanted them. But yeah, so I might actually start wrapping some Christmas presents, and maybe that will make me feel a bit more festive, and I can put them under the tree and can watch a Christmas film while I do it. Yeah. Right, so this is my gift bag and wrapping paper stash, which I'm pretty sure I share with you like every year. But I haven't even looked at it yet this year, so I don't even know what I have. I need to see if I've got any paper for my mum's birthday present, like this one. Will probably do. I think there's enough. That's a Cath Kidston paper. And then there's lots of papers in here that Will has purchased for the nieces and nephews. So all of these ones are for the kids, like all of the nieces and nephews. He bought these ones for my birthday, I think, the Disney princess. And then buried in here I have all of my Christmas ones, but I don't know if I have as many as I thought I did, so I need to have a look. Okay, so I've taken out all of the kiddie and birthday ones. I need to tell Will to stop buying paper for the kids' birthdays because clearly we have some. And I still seem to have quite a few Christmas papers, so that's good. I don't need to go out and buy wrapping paper. I was looking at it thinking, oh gosh, do I need to go and buy some? But no, I don't think I do. So I'm going to crack on with wrapping. I'm kind of annoyed that it's dark and rainy outside because I can't really like film it and have a nice clear like bright image of what I'm doing, but it's fine. Yeah, let's get cracking. Hello everyone, I'm just home from work. It is Friday the 13th of December. I've got my coat on because it's cold, but I'm just having a cup of tea and some biscuits. I've come home to let the doggies out. Archie's sat next to me right now, as always. You're going to come in and show yourself in the light since you've had your groom? Oh, they can't see you. They can't see you. You have to look at the camera. Leave the biscuits, Archie. So today is a day. As I said, I've been to work, I've come home, and I'm going back out again in a minute because it's actually my mum's birthday as well, so I'm going around to see her when she finishes work and to take her birthday present. But today is a day. I don't want to dwell on politics too much because this... Is Winnie okay? I think Winnie just bumped her head. But yeah, I don't want to dwell on politics too much because this video is going to be going up 2 days later than the election results anyway. And yeah, I just don't want to upset anyone or to get people like gloating in the comments and stuff. I just don't really want that. But what I will say is that I will definitely be taking steps to try and help out more in my local community and just try and improve things the best that I can at my level and my ability. It doesn't matter who you vote for, but we can all be a little bit nicer and a little bit kinder to people and give a little more. Obviously within reason. For example, I feel like I'm totally rambling, but like for example, Will and I always give to our local food bank. Whenever we do a food shop, we always buy extra stuff and donate it to the food bank on the way out. I work in a school, so I feel like I give back to the community that way. And also one of my goals for this year, but unfortunately I got poorly and I was still doing my masters anyway, so I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. But one of my goals for this year was to start volunteering some time with a charity who works with elderly people in the community and, you know, people who struggle with loneliness and who just want someone to go and have a cup of tea with them once a week. So I'm going to carry that goal through to 2020 and really try to get involved with a charity that does that or an organisation that does that, because there are far too many old people suffering in this political climate. I feel, you know, like you hear about people going without food or going without electricity or heating, and I just think that's a really poor show. Archie. But yeah, anyway, I won't dwell on politics too much. But it is my mum's birthday, so I'm trying to be positive. I went to the gym this morning, sweated off some frustration on the cross trainer, and then I had a McDonald's breakfast because life is all about balance, and I needed that McDonald's breakfast this morning. And like I say, I went to work, came home, let these little doggies out. Look at that papa. Oh, the baby. And then I'm going to go and see my mum. And I keep catching sight of myself in the camera and I look so tired. And it's because I am. Will woke me up this morning at 5 o'clock. He couldn't sleep. So I woke up at 5 and couldn't get back to sleep. And then obviously going to the gym really early as well. It just takes it out of you. So yeah, feeling pretty tired today. So I'm here with my tea and biscuits. And gonna go see my mum in a minute. You okay? Also, I ended up not really being able to show you yesterday because the light was so bad, but I've wrapped the majority of my presents. I don't really have that many to wrap this year because I'm on such a budget. I need to put my wrapping paper box away, but yeah, they are wrapped. It's a bit dark in here, but I thought I would show you my December daily so far because I don't know when I will get the chance to film a full flip through, so I thought it would just be nice. So this is my front page, this vellum with Joy on the front. I feel like this might change because I had to put some washi tape over it. The holes were ripping and I really don't like how it looks anymore, so this might change. Then I've got this 2x2 page which has got some vellum and the advent squares, and I used my fuse tool to make some little shaker pockets, and that goes on to the next page as well. This might change as well because I'm not crazy about how these squares look anymore, so I might end up changing it. I still need to do my reason why here, and then there's going to be a 6x8 photo of my Christmas tree. But then we go into day one. Let me see if I can move this more into the light. I don't know if that's any better, but...
I really need to pee and get some breakfast, but how can I when this is the current situation? I can't get up when they're being so cute like this.
Hi guys, me again, looking fantastic. I'm enjoying another very peaceful day today, but as you might be able to see from my face, I'm not very well. So I'm just trying to relax. My body is absolutely telling me to relax, so that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to try and get this video uploaded for you today, and then you'll have some December daily process videos next week, so I hope you're excited about that. We're getting so close to Christmas now, guys. It's only 10 days away. That's just crazy to me. So I've only got 5 days left at work and then a lovely 2-week break, and I cannot wait. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone.